When I was doing the regular Dead Cells series, people were really giving me a lot of guff when I said that the Shrapnel axe wasn't very good. So I'm going to be taking that, and I'm going to be taking the Parry shield today to try and see if I can't change my mind on it. To be honest, in what you could call a test run, it wasn't going very well. I gotta say, the damage of this is not as impressive as I would like it to be, but hey, maybe it's one of those slow rolling weapons. It really takes until the end of the game to get going, and you just kind of gotta wait until then. Apparently there's a lot of good combos that can be done with this weapon, and I'm gonna be trying to exploit those things for all they're worth. You know, stuff like the getting extra damage from each one of the shrapnel pieces that you shoot out by using Wolf Trap, or stuff like just in general exploiting the huge range that you can get off this weapon to its best extent. Secondarily, though, I also got the Parry shield on board, too, because, well, okay, here's the thing. I tried doing a run with the Parry shield earlier, and if I said that I was unimpressed by the amount of damage I was getting out of the Shrapnel axe, you should see those runs. And by see those runs, I mean watch them because they're right at the end of the episode. Well, anyway, let's see how this one's going. Certainly, I do have a very projectile and projectile-resistant type of build going on right now, so that's good at least. We'll see how that kind of plays out, though, by endgame, because, well, the only way that this run could possibly work, and I'm sure you probably saw this coming from the very beginning, it's a tactics melee run. I'm going to try to make it happen. Hey, if there is one time to see a weapon like the Shrapnel axe shine, it's when it's up against, you know, monsters like the Magic Missile or Pyrotechnics, or just the Hokuto's Bow alone. Hokuto's Bow would also probably be pretty effective in this build. It's just, well, kind of a verboten item right now, isn't it? So, not really going to be seeing hide nor hair of that. No, the only thing that I can get to even do some sort of buff is just the Wolf Trap by itself, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, if I happen to get, like, one of the better affixes you could possibly get for this weapon, releases Toxic Cloud on hit, that could actually be, like, a magical run with a Wolf Trap, just because I would be able to every single time a Shrapnel piece hit an enemy, it would release a Toxic Cloud, getting a ton of stacks on there. And given the amount of range that you get out of this weapon, that can be pretty nice. I mean, just in general, though, I'm going to be trying to go for some projectile-focused enemies. I'm talking the Conjunctivius, I'm talking the Giant, and if I can beat the Giant, I'm going to call this a successful run. That's about it. That's the only plan that I got for this episode. Frankly, I think I'm going to have a hard enough time even getting there, and yeah, good parry. Even getting there in the first place, but we'll see. Well. Oh no, I have seen that one before. Also, this is the one that I'm doing as a stream over on Twitch, because I'm trying to do more stuff on Twitch. I don't know, I mean, that's the streaming platform that everybody else is on. Why shouldn't I be on here, too? Whatever. It's because my home is YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. Hi, everybody. Doc narrates this while playing. My respect will go... What do you... Dude, none of this is ever post-commentary. I just usually practice stuff quite a few times. I mean, compare this version to the test run that I did earlier. It's just a more improved version of that. That's it. It's totally different. He's a literal bird. Yeah, I mean, you know, much like a parrot, I just remember... Oh, didn't even get it. I just remember what I said and I repeat it. That's why I'm Doc Polyfirebird. Also because I'm a polygon. That's stupid. I'm sorry, that was just nothing. I want to restart this episode again. Anyway. I do actually really like this. That's a lot of 100%, but I think I want to save up the money right now to maybe just save up for some healing, let's be honest. I'm probably going to need that more than anything else. This is the sort of run where, you know, melee tactics. Tactics on the best day is rough. Tactics where you're playing like a brutality run, even worse. And the plan that I got here is that I'm going to be trying to really use some of the mutations that I almost never use with melee tactics. I'm talking Predator, I'm talking like the Witch Time one that I have already forgotten the name of even though I just looked it up. You know, everything. And we're going to see if we can't make this a good run. Making a nice run for the nice people. There's open wounds stack with the shrapnel piece. That's actually something to think about. Because yeah, if the toxic cloud would work. You know what? I actually like legit want to try that. He's a lizard with psychic powers. You can see the future. Yeah, I'm like the villain in Assassin's Creed Unity. By the way, Assassin's Creed Unity was the worst Assassin's Creed game. No, it killed it too quickly. Okay, no, it doesn't. Well, look, here's the thing. For the science, it was worth it. Trust me on that one. I had to know, because that would be... I mean, it might not be a whole lot of extra damage, but it would be a whole lot of bleed stacks. And as you saw back with the blood sword, getting a whole lot of bleed stacks is worth an awful lot. That said, I'm gonna have to go sans Predator, sans Undertale this time, because kinda stuck vis-a-vis the mutations that I chose. Good, and Gold as well as a Cell is a pretty sizable upgrade. If I'm unsure about the damage that I'm going to be getting on this item, I think that trying to get as much money as possible will at least get me closer to the ideal affixes, if nothing else. Or at least, biome-appropriate items are better than not biome-appropriate items. Here, I haven't really been using the shield a whole lot. And it's supposed to be very good against projectiles. You know, not only doubles them, but basically quintuples them when it comes to shooting them back at enemies. Not great for, like, Inquisitors who love to hit you through walls, but good for everything else. So, I don't know. It's worth taking, is what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, you're all living in my world. It's Doc Durable's world here. What is up with the referencing? Why does streams bring out the reference? Why does streams bring out the worst in me? And by the worst, I mean the Family Guy in me. Gold as well as a Cell is pretty trash. That is untrue at all. That is probably something that they're going to be changing in the next or next-ish update, just because of how important it is to getting as much money as you possibly can out of a run. It's something I kind of thought the same thing of for a while, but I mean, people pointed out just how much money, especially in that Greed Shield episode that I was getting from it. It is way better than you might think. Oh well, one more kill, and then to celebrate, Parry. 2, 3, cool. That's a fun combo. Not a really point, no real point to that combo, but it was fun nonetheless. A lot of, God, 5-cell mode, parrying, tactics, this is just my nightmare come to life. Nightmare, back to life, this off. But, that's the life I've chosen for myself, and that's a life that we're going to be doing. The way gold works is now trash. Yeah, kinda. Oh, I ran right through that. Well, I already got the 60 kills, it doesn't matter, but still. Okay. I'm probably going to have to end up taking Alienation regardless of what I want to do, basically, just because you do have so little choices when it comes to healing in this. That's either that or just don't get hit lol. And I get a don't get hit forehead in chat. I say that all the time, but nobody ever does it because I'm usually not on Twitch. All right. Hey, look, if you clicked on this and you saw that it was a stream, you knew that you were getting bad content. That's just the world we live in. I don't like it. You presumably don't like it. But I can't do anything about that. All right. That, and should be getting rid of Lacerating Aura soon enough. Although the Lacerating Aura does have some good synergistic potential on it, and hey, it hits very... You know, hey, the whole shrapnel from the axes is the exact same as the shrapnel you get from the Lacerating Aura. It's kind of a fitting run. This is just me trying to justify taking an item I like for this run, isn't it? Instead of trying to do something new. Well, yeah, just don't get hit for it. There you go. Gotta look more at chat. Alchemic Carbine, not really something I'm going to be using this time. No, it's really going to be all about sword and board, axe and slacks. And that's exactly what I got going on here. Good, good. These rats are just a nightmare to parry, by the way. I hate it so much. I tried to kind of get the timing down, but it does not work out very well, trust me. Good, good. Whew. I guess just give me survival. Yeah, it's not going to go up on YouTube if I read that, so I'm not going to read it. Now, I do kind of have that Ron Burgundy type of thing where I will just read anything that's put in front of me, but I do, when I'm at least trying to record an episode, have a little bit more of a self-censor in there. A little bit. Just a tad. Alright, alright, alright. Gotta keep shoving out a billion of these little axe shrapnel shards at everything, and yet the axe never becomes any smaller. I guess it's probably just the sort of magic that infests this island that makes that happen. Alchemy Man. I mean, it's the same sort of way that the Parry shield will also double up on projectiles. Probably has like a Full Metal Alchemist seal in back that is allowing it to do that. At least that's the only thing I can do. It's been a time since I've used Wave of Denial, and if this is going to be a projectile-focused boss run, this is going to be a projectile repulsion run as well. It's also going to be very good for just running in there, blasting down every single enemy that I see, and getting out of there. Alright. In the meantime, I guess, yeah, if I'm going for the Conjunctivius, it's going to be the Corrupted Sewers. I mean, if I'm on 5-cell mode and it's in the sewers, it's going to be the Corrupted Sewers. What am I even saying? Oh, what's this? Worth it. I mean, certainly that is something that could definitely help with a melee run of any color, but one where getting hit is very damning. Yeah, I think better than the lacerating aura, at least for right now. That is just very, very... yeah. Okay. Get out of here already. I feel like every single time I go into the sewers, I spend way too much time in here. Start talking about, like, the alchemic components of weapons. Which, by the way, is probably a thing in the game, if you think about it. I mean, with the way that all these things are being made from cells, which, I guess you could call something of an alchemic component, in the way that they transmute into items and or upgrades for items, would just figure that each one of these things would have their own magical powers, regardless of if they're just a regular sword or whatever. You do have, like, the teleporters that are like some kind of... it's like the Seal of Solomon. Somebody told me what that was at some point in time, and I've entirely forgotten, but that was a thing that kind of pervades the entire game. Alchemy in all forms. Yeah, but that's just a theory, a game theory. Exactly. The X is magnetic, so it attracts the shrapnel back, which is so small that you can't see it by the time it comes back. Now, that almost makes sense, but it's like, are you saying that this is like a Ivy's whip from the Soul Calibur or something? Where it's like it just extends? There's also an item like that in Dark Souls 2. I think it was called the Puzzle Sword that I really liked. That thing was neat. Pretty neato. I'm just gonna, like, kind of run around in a circle until I'm not going to die. Yeah, this should be not dying. Yep. There we go. And one more. Ah, that is terrifying. Boy, if there's one place that... well, every single run I do has a huge problem with curses, and this is no exception. But hey, at least gravity is going to be taking care of business right now, because that is exactly what I need to happen. Didn't quite work in the way I wanted to. Okay. Can't even parry these things, or the slimes for that sake. I think you can parry the projectiles from... are you kidding me? I think you can parry the projectiles from the slimes, but, you know, that's not quite the same thing, if you know what I'm saying. Nope. Good. Okay. Well, that's one of the many big hurdles that I have to overcome. Yeah, I can absolutely parry that. I'm probably not going to be trying to do that, but hey, it's good to know for future reference, I suppose. By the way, what do the toxic ooze things actually shoot out? It looks like it's something different each time, but I can't quite tell what the sprite for that thing is supposed to be. Anybody happen to know? Good. Good. Thank you, invisibility. You are at least making it easier to run around in here, if not completely trivial. Dread everything else here. Not really looking forward to it. Not at all. You know, I'm trying to get some good usage out of the actual shrapnel shards that I'm shooting off here, but it's just not really working out as well as I would like it to. Oh, that's not good at all. Actually, you know what? That's fine. That's one that can't teleport to me. Oh, wait, no. Yes, it can. Cool, cool, cool. Big fan. Well, this is bad. You know what? I'm just going to run to the end of this area because I don't really foresee me taking these guys out in any reasonable amount of time. Maybe if I try something like here. Boy, what is even going on? There's like a jamboree happening over there. Whoa, man. Okay. This is... Of course, there's also some sort of invincibility thing over there, too. Good. And one more. Yeah. I hate all of this, by the way. Boy, the Corrupted Sewers sure has gotten pretty rough in the latest update now, hasn't it? One more. Nope. And that was still not enough to take it out. Oh, good lord. All right, then. Finally. It appears to be having jaws. Oh, I'm pretty sure that what it's supposed to be like an extremely mutated slammer, basically. So that's why it would be a little bit slimier and grosser than usual, but still have, like, noticeable beaks or a bunch of eyes kind of popping out of the slime every which way but loose. At least that's the only thing I can think of. I'm fairly certain that they actually described in one of the lore things that there were, like, mutated crows that were feeding on carrion, and you can only hope that they... or whatever. I need some healing here. You can only hope that they mutate into a pile of sludge by now. Miasma's struggling the same way librarians do when you run against a wall. Well, yeah, that's because they're pretty big boys and they require quite a bit of room to teleport around, which is to my advantage and also kind of detriment if you think about it. All right, I think in this area, yeah, I'm going to have to really try to get an upgrade for these axes already. It's been far too long, and I am feeling a little bit uneasy about the current amount of damage that these things are outputting. Well, I already said that before. It's like, I don't know. Anybody in chat, it's just like, what should I be looking at when it comes to using these weapons? Usually I get it as kind of a post-mortem when it comes to, you know, finishing up the episode, putting it out, and then have people tell me everything I've done wrong. But here, I kind of like to know since I'm doing this live. What's the deal? What's the deal? What should I be doing? Oh, man. And one more. Good. And yeah, I guess I will end up taking this just because I really do need the 75% damage reduction. It's actually going to do less than you might think on 5-cell mode. I have such low health right now, but the 2 tactics will do a lot more. More stats, the better. And then one more here, and I don't know. I'm just here to simp it out. Okay, sure, why not? I don't know, because I had a lot of people telling me that it's like a shrapnel axe. I said that it was... All I really said was I gave like a 1-sentence description and said, hey, I don't know. I don't like it that much. And people were like, nah, man. It's way better. It's way better than I don't like it very much. By the way, did I forget to go into... Was that in the test run? Or was that in this run and I forgot to go into the... One more. Forgot to go into the challenge rift in the last area. Because I have... entirely forgotten right now. Also, speaking of stuff that I forgot right now, I forgot I'm doing a tactics run and I have less than half health right now. This is going to be real fun. Really looking forward to this. All right. Just, I do have ice armor, though, which does kind of work out well for me, especially with that sort of thing happening. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out well enough to prevent me from taking any damage, but, you know, I'll take whatever at this point in time. Yes, there we go. I guess we're using a potion charge. Really. Okay. According to V.me, you should be taking Hunter's Instinct with the Shrapnel axes and good range to camp monsters. But yeah, there's also, like, I could just take, like, a bow and infinite arrows, though, too. Shouldn't that work out, like, just as well? I don't know. I thought that it would be a little bit more usage of the actual melee ability itself rather than just really trying to get the shrapnel bits working. Well, something to think about, I suppose. You should stop trying to actually use this like a melee weapon, really. All right. I can try that. Yeah, let's see how that works. The tactics run with axes, magic missiles, sinew slicer, heavy turret, had a lot of bleeding poison, and just went to town. I mean, yeah, but you know, magic missile. Magic missile is just a good item entirely. I said that it's like it's the whole theoretical DPS versus actual DPS thing when you can literally hit an enemy anywhere on screen with no problem at all. All right, take that out and a couple biters here, and then now it's time for me to go to town. Good. While good, I really do want some more main stat type of stuff before I really start trying to focus on anything else. I also want to go see in that other shop if that happens to be a weapon shop is the kind of more important bit here. Does networking work? Now that is a good question. Unfortunately, I have started spending a lot of money on re-rolling my my mutations, but I can probably do at least one more. And in the meantime, I really got to go, you know, start picking up a few of these items that I've been leaving behind way too much. Oh, at least, hey, the wave denial is still working just as good as it ever was. Oh yeah, that already feels much better. I'm killing enemies so much faster than I was with that bad early game version of the weapon. I just got to really remember, and since I am talking about maybe being a little bit light on money, I'm going to be hitting up each one of the cell doors. Hey, because yeah. As much as I'm not a huge fan of getting hit there stupidly, I'm also pretty strapped for cash right now. So I'm going to need every advantage I can possibly get. The best way to use it would be... Love this place, too. Best way to use it would be in Brutality, Killer's Instinct, Telluric Shock. But this is also a Parry shield run, so oops. Yeah. Hey, it's one of the few shields that does scale with tactics. You can't really get this sort of utility aside from it. And to be honest, it's like a shield-based survival runs are kind of hard to do because enemies, you know, group up so well in 5-cell mode and everything. So trying to go for a little bit lateral thinking with how you want to show this thing off, I think is usually the best way to go about doing it. You know, at least that's my working theory here. Try to go, if something scales with if a shield scales with tactics, you should try to use it with tactics. Because in survival, it's just going to be buried under using some other weapon. If that makes any sense at all. Cool. Good, and what do you got? Perfect. You should be using the armor more? I probably should. I think it's one of those things like, hey, it's a too good to use item. Like keeping all of your mega elixirs for the end of the game and never using them. Final Fantasy VII out right now. But, yeah, you're right, though. I should probably be, like, spamming this a lot more just to try to avoid getting hit as much as I've been doing so far. Did anybody actually use the knockback shield? Never seen anybody use it. it's, you know, I kind of was talking about it. I talked about that a lot with like the Impaler episode and everything, where I just kind of came down on the idea that they wanted to make knockback a thing, but knockback just wasn't really working. And the knockback shield is kind of a relic of that bygone era, where, you know, they introduced stuff like the Impaler, the Wrenching Whip, Wave of Denial, I believe, was at the same time too, and you got Spartan Sandals, you know, all this sort of stuff, and it's like, yeah, well, I do appreciate the effort. Boy, I got no food in that entire area. That's unfortunate. Well, is there anything I could possibly use here? Not really. Everything's kind of a main hand, and my main hands are all full right now, so... well, the problem is that if I go look around here and I don't find any more enemies, and I get myself cursed, that's going to be an issue. Going to be a big issue. Nah, I think I'm going to keep what I got right now. The armor is... It's more than the armor is just kind of a rare, weird thing, so I want to hold on to it more than I think that it's very, very good right now. I'm hoping that it can have some utility in here, but I don't know. Boy's Axe would be good with it, yeah, but I'm trying to use the what's going on up there? But I'm trying to use the shield here too, and I do think the shield is also kind of an important part for a little bit later on when the enemies are getting more difficult. At least that's the way I see it, but I don't know, it could be that kind of switching this out and trying up a different sort of run would be a little bit more effective too. It's hard to say. Enemies hit will thaw more slowly, actually kind of good, but not going to end up using it. All right. I like Grapple Hook as an item. I mean, you get a pretty big buff at this point in time, and it's just a good way to stun a lot of enemies too. Yeah, there were 2 scroll fragments hiding down here. I knew it was a good idea to continue exploring around. Otherwise, I would have missed a lot of that sort of stuff. All right. Yeah, Grappling Hook used to be one of like the worst items in the game. I would actually say it was like maybe my, at least in the running, for my least favorite item in the entirety of Dead Cells, until they changed it up a little bit more recently, and I think that it's just better. Yeah, you know, pretty much like that. No, but I'm actually thinking about it right... Okay, do I even have 7 enemies around here to fight? Yeah. It's gonna be a little bit rough, though. Gonna hopefully be worth it, though. The only thing... That's the only thing I got left, anyway. Hope. I also got this, for example. So it's not super risky, but it's still pretty risky. Still perhaps more risky than I would like it to be, but I'm desperate, and I don't want to use another potion charge. So what else am I going to do? Okay, that's just Biker, or whatever they're going by these days, because I always forget. I just wait for you to teleport up here, and we're done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, terrible. That was a terrible go through the sewers, but Alienation Acceptance combo saves the day once again. This is why I always take this thing, even in runs where it might not work. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and I don't know if networking actually works with Shrapnel Axes. I believe I tried using it before, and it didn't, but I don't remember exactly. Also, why do people love the shovel? I just don't get why it's loved. And this has nothing to do with my username, Shovel9. But the shovel is a nice, fast survival weapon. It's a lot like the seismic strike in that way, and I think that's why I usually like taking it if I possibly can. You know, with a little bit of stun, a little bit of knockback, it can also be pretty useful to prevent enemies from attacking you too. It's got some stuff going on with it. It's not like a real banger of a weapon or anything like that, but it is perfectly worth it. No? That's why I wanted to take this shield in here. Keep going. And I can also do this. All right, well, it's okay. It's not the most damage I've ever had. No. And now it's, the most damage I've ever taken in 2 hits. That's not true at all, but you know what I'm saying. This is gonna be rough. Couldn't quite get out of the animation in time. That's unfortunate. All right. Usually with Conjunctivius, you'll want to come in here with a ranged item, but I don't know. I just don't think the damage is quite here. Good, and come on. Didn't even do the dash. Come on. Okay. And what I really like right now is like heal 1% on hit or something. With the sort of big boy big hits I'm taking right now, it probably wouldn't even be that bad of a thing to have that affix on there. And of course, I do like seeing that go backwards and everything. That is always a fun combo, but you know. All right. 100% on poison, and that is kind of what I'm hoping for. Hoping to kind of carry me through. No, nothing has 100% on poison. Wave of Denial does. For some reason, I thought my axes did. Well, never mind then. This is actually a lot less effective than I thought it was. Cool. Ah. This weapon also does hold you in place an awful lot, too. It's like you really can't just roll out of everything or just move in the same way that you can with a lot of other weapons. You know, it's funny. I think that I came into this hoping that this was going to be a better weapon than I expected. I'm probably going to downgrade it by the end of this. Shrapnel axe. Bad weapon. Do not use. Yep. Okay. All right, and like one more hit. There. Oh man, I can never get the parry timing. I mean, I was also like trying to parry with my back there because, well, it was kind of an odd angle that I was being attacked at, and that was making it a little bit difficult. All right, well, no potion charges here, but I can get one back in the next area, so that might work, and I'm going to take Wolf Trap instead, just because it's too long of a cooldown, basically. Maybe if I got, like, Hunter's Instinct or something, but, oh man, I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I know, you don't have to remind me. All right, I don't know. I don't want to spend any more money than that, but I was kind of hoping maybe get like 100% on poison or something. Even though I don't really have anything that does poison. Oh boy. Well, I should still be able to afford the potion charge, but you know. I think you're using it in a tactics run when it's probably meant to be used more as a brutality weapon with a permanent arrow affix. I mean, it is tactics scaling, so you'd think you'd be able to use it in this kind of run, but I don't know. Maybe. Ocean Twin, new idea for the next rebalance patch. Make this just pure brutality scaling. Okay, well, I might be able to still get like 60 kills in this area if possible. Okay, all right. Yeah, Motion Twin, fix your game. Come on, Motion Twin, fix your game. That was not correct. Went a little bit too early on that parry, and now I'm gonna die. Oh boy. But yeah, melee tactics runs. Still as good as ever. Oh boy, I should just take this at this rate. No. No, not yet. Oh, I had 21 tactics too. It's like, yeah, I actually am doing pretty good for stats right now. That's not even all that much of an issue. I don't know. I'm fully expecting to post up this episode and just be like, nah, Doc, you did it wrong. And I'm like, oh. No, we said that it was a good weapon. We meant on anything lower than 2-cell difficulty. When anything is a good weapon. Ooh, I'm getting snarky. Anyway. I do need that key, though. Did I ever actually see this thing? All right, then. Good. It's amazing on 2 boss. I like everything. I mean, that is my go-to for single weapon runs. We could probably like try out a single weapon 2-cell run after this when I die in 10 seconds. See how that goes. Okay. What I'm really hoping for is like any piece of... Okay, there we go. Ah! Almost got me. Ah, not quite good enough, though. Oh, good lord. Just start firing all the shrapnel back there. Good. Okay. Ooh, okay. That was spooky scary. But hey, at least I'm alive right now. Taking some pretty big risks, but you know, hey, he who hesitates loses. Good. Anybody else about to run up here? Because good lord, I attracted a lot of enemies there. All right. 2 times damage Alchemic Carbine. That's a fun item that I'm definitely not going to be taking. All right. I feel like the scalings are not just whether to buff a weapon, but the traits of the weapon. Like range is tactics, melee brutality, and slow is survival. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the idea that Motion Twin is used when trying to classify weapons in the past, especially with stuff like old skills. It used to be that every single skill in the entire game was tactics scaling, just because skills were tactics, and they changed that up over time. But that was a pretty long time until that actually happened. Oh, yeah, okay. Good, and maybe one more. Oh no, that was an elite. That's actually not what I wanted. It still hit me with a retaliatory grenade, even though he was not facing me at that time. Good stuff. All right, well, I can still afford like 1 potion charge. I still have like 1 more curse on the plate. So I think that I can make this work, but oh boy, has it been trouble getting here. Somewhere around here is going to be the food shop that I seek. Right now, it's not looking too hot, but hey, it's only a matter of time. I'm going to be exploring this place top to bottom, let me tell you. And also, I should be hitting up the area that has like merchandise categories and everything inside of it too, because, well, after all, they have changed that up so that... Come on, take him down. They have changed that up so that once you unlock it, it's always unlocked in subsequent runs. Good. And by good, I mean, oh no, I'm dying. By good, I mean I gave it a good try. Okay. Yeah, I do remember when tactics was yellow. Just a bunch of lightning bolts all over the place. Some good times. It was some questionably good times. Because oh boy, that was a weird point in Dead Cell's history, let me tell you, where you would just have like where you just wouldn't take stats sometimes, basically. Is the only way to put it. I don't like that cycle. like this cycle a lot better. Okay, please. I know there's a curse chest somewhere around here. There's always at least one in this area. Surely you can give it to me right now. And there it is. Okay. Oh man, halfway through the game without any potion charges. Yeah, well. I'll take it. This is just how it goes, baby. I don't know what to say. Ah, man. Oh man, creeper, etc. I don't know. I've never actually listened to that song before. Even know what it's like. Something about like Minecraft, and it's an Usher song or something. Inform me, chat members, about memery that I don't get. Okay, well that just leads me over here. I want to try to get a little bit more exploration around this area to work. I mean, let me tell you. Okay, there we go. Anything? Ah, there is stuff. I guess I'm gonna have to go get it. Certainly there's got to be something else alive in the rest of this entire area. And there is, kind of. I'll take this, whatever. Anyway, what was I saying here? Oh yeah, sniping. Sniping is a perfectly reasonable tactic. I mean, all you gotta do is just kind of sit in the background and take care of enemies. Move around occasionally to keep the enemy guessing. You know how it goes. Take out your noob tube and just blast away some dudes. It's cool. I'm a gamer boy. I know how all of your Call of Duty memes go. Oh, he said Call of Duty. Oh boy. Oh man. He is PRU gamer. Good. Okay, there we go. That's how you know I'm true gamer. I'm a gamer boy, ooh. It's true, that is what we speak like. Although I prefer the proper pronunciation, Game Boy. Alright, what do you got down here? I could probably also use like an upgrade for the shield too. I mean, no, I'm saving up for a potion charge. What am I even thinking here? Which should be way late on in this area. Boy, they are just not. They're just now. Everybody's just spamming different ways to misspell gamer. You guys do not have your gamer shoes on. I can tell. Can't turn in your official video Game Boy license. Gamar. I like Gamar. We'll just take that one. Okay, and yeah, this is one of those extra large sub areas where they really try to make it keep on guessing. And frankly, I do not want to. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Here I come, rougher than the rest of them. Tougher than Shrapnel. Well, I can say this. I still very much do like Wave of Denial, even if the weapon is... I'm taking it. I'm taking it, and I'm going to make this work for me. After all, there are still a lot of enemies hanging around here. There's still a lot of enemies hanging around here. And that's enough that I should be able to... Okay. And right into the wall. And I'm going to wait until Wave of Denial is back up. And yes. That's what I'm looking for. That's the sort of combo that I wanted to see, baby. Also, 60 kills? You know what? Let's go kill one more enemy just to make it an even. Oh, Kamikaze Bat. You ruined it. You ruined the funny meme number. Oh, man, that's sex number. Never gonna see it again. You want to stream on Twitch, you get the Twitch treatment. I mean, I basically am Twitch in human form, so... I was just talking about funny number, man. Well, I guess I did get funny number 7, but that's not quite the same thing. Alright, into the cavern. This is... This is a roller coaster of emotions of a run, isn't it? Well, nothing. I can't use anything here. I was hoping to at least get like a necklace. And yes, oh, you keep flapping around in your chair. I mean, I can't. This is not one of those chairs that turns around. I'm actually sitting on like a comfy recliner. It's always my my chair of choice. Unfortunately, that means that, you know, I can't do my cool like flip it around backwards so that I can get real with the kids. I also, you know, I turn my chair backwards, I turn my hat backwards, take out my gum, put it underneath the desk in front of me. Take out a cigarette, but then I throw that cigarette away because smoking's for losers. And then I try to very furtively hide my mustache so that I seem more like a teenager. And I you know, start just like getting down, telling you kids what it's actually like out there on the streets. And when I start to really get real, I flip my hat around again. Hey, oh yeah, I break open my Doritos and do. Well, actually, at that point in time, I would have already eaten a pretty large helping of Doritos and do. Chicken and chips as well. No, you keep that cigarette behind your ear. Yeah, so that I have easy access to it for when I'm trying to write later. Or when I need an emergency like DS stylus. Good. Okay. Oh man, I'm playing pretty badly right now. I think I gotta flip my chair back around. My legs are at like a 90-degree angle from my torso. I can't be gaming like this. Can't be true Game Boy. Good. Good. Okay. I do tend to sit on my feet a lot. That's probably something that I shouldn't be doing. Some specific run, or is this Suffering in 5-Cell? Well, it doesn't have to be a normal mode run to Suffer in 5-Cell. No, it's Shrapnel Axe and Parry Shield. It's kind of light on the Parry Shield, but the Parry Shield's still here. Parry Shield is still part of this team. It's still getting headlining. It's still getting the headline. Okay, I'll keep that for later. But yeah, it's if you notice my potion charges, I think you'll be able to tell that things are not super great in Dead Cells Town. Can't wait to see this episode never come out. What? And lose out on my cool, like, turn my baseball cap backwards bits? How can I have the world bereft of that entertainment for 5 minutes? Why, they would like be able to go and do something useful with their life. Good. I'll take that. I thought that might have been like a ruby for a second, and that could actually be like genuinely pretty good. Okay. I always love that for some reason they have never fixed that glitch with the arbiters, where they'll just start doing the electric slide all around. I have no idea why Motion Twin seems completely unconcerned with fixing that, but I guess it is funny looking. It looks funny, but yo, it's making money, see? Those sick dance moves, you can't even imagine how much money those arbiters are making. Enough to pay for at least 7 pairs of gloves. That's a day's worth of gloves. See, and now how can I get rid of that too? Stupid. This is the worst episode. And I say every episode's the worst episode, and this is no exception. Okay. Knew you were gonna be here. I knew that I was gonna have to do some tricky kind of dodge. Well, at least the damage is actually starting to get pretty good for the axe now. It took a while. I've listened to Digital Underground in a hot minute. Oh man, if I wasn't gonna be putting this one up on YouTube, I would throw it on. I would throw them on right now. Go watch the music video for Same Song, the one that was written for the Chevy Chase vehicle, Nothing But Trouble. That movie is a trip, and so is that music video. It's pretty good. Anyway, what are we talking about here? You'd think that I would die in the 5-cell area and not put up the episode? That certainly never stopped me before. I mean, I explicitly say that all I gotta do is beat the hand of the king for a successful run. And that's it. That's the only condition that I work under as far as considering a run successful. Anything else is just gravy, baby. And What you got? That's not really what I was hoping for, but I guess I'll take it. Certainly a lot of extra health, which, to be honest, probably is. Somehow I don't imagine that I'm going to be getting a perfect fight here. I would not be opposed to that. I mean, putting up an episode is one thing, but not ending the stream immediately after would be nice. Nope, can't click on the stop stream button. But it's right there. It would be so easy. No. But it's... no, I can't. No, this has to go up. I have to make content. I have to upload video. That's just how it is. Uh-oh. Okay, that actually worked out just fine. Monk ass. Don't you monk ass me. Okay. Anyway, well, what am I even talking about here? 200,000 gold to try and get a potion charge. That ain't happening. Unfortunate, but true. But, just literally because I can. Anyway. Must make content. Now you're thinking like a YouTube man. No, I can't stop myself from making content for a joke that only I find funny. But it would be very funny to myself. But I would find it very, very funny. I don't think you understand just how funny I find that joke. Okay. Big boy, big damage on the owl, and where's the owl? I feel like we're missing something here. Okay. You can tell when I start to run out of breath by playing a video game that I'm getting stressed. Okay. And also I start saying okay a lot. That's me psyching myself up before I let myself down. Don't worry, it's going to happen in about 5 minutes. If not earlier. Right. Take that. Would really like to have the, really like to have my owl buddy back up, because that is kind of an important part of the run at this point. I'm just saying. Good. And yeah, that actually was a lot of very good dodging there. And a very good parry right at that last second. Hey, you know, I might not have been doing service to the parry shield enough over the course of this run, but I gotta say, that one parry was... if it didn't make up for it fully, it should have at least made it... There we go. Now that's a necklace. Okay. At least make out for it, satisfactorily. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, there's more stuff. Ah, dang. I also need to keep enough money for, Good. I also need to keep enough money for the, for re-rolling my mutations, too, so I shouldn't be going on too much of a shopping spree right now. Got to think ahead for the future. Peaced out. I love that phrase. I love saying when something just... You know how some of the kids will say things like yeet? I say things like peace out. I would actually really like pyrotechnics right now. Unfortunately, it is not the run. Go. So yeah, I'm going to piece myself right out of here and see how this giant fight goes. If I have disengagement, that inside, I don't even know if that's going to be useful right now. I might just drop it. We skipping the castle? You know it. Always. Okay, 1, 2, and what should the third one be? I don't know. I mean, Ripper, but I don't think Ripper actually works with this build. I don't know. And I could get extra ammo and continue to even more never run out of ammo. Sure? I'll probably get some usage out of that in this upcoming fight. Anything else that I'm really looking for? I don't really have too much for... I guess parrying, I might be able to get a little extra damage with the axes if I decide to try and re-roll it, but come on. I'm pretty sure networking doesn't actually work in this fight. I have definitely tested this out before, and I didn't... Well, roast me in the comments, please. Or right now, if you know. Okay. Good start. Good second start. Come on, just like pray for me, basically. Hey. Keep working on that hand. Oh, that was really close to falling in the lava there, which would have been a weird way to lose this run. Okay, phase change, but thankfully the owl was not affected by the phase change. Good stuff. Okay. Actually, oh yeah, you can actually, I forgot about that. You can actually, those things are projectiles. They count as projectiles, basically, the crystals, so I can do stuff like that. And kind of stop myself from clicking too much down. Good. Owl, you take the hand, I'll take the eyeball. Okay, didn't even get the slam down. Good. Yes. All right. All right. What a... I'm happy about that win. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Tugging at my collar here, but like the run is still on. I would actually kind of, well, no, Wave of Denial is probably going to be, Wave of Denial has been too much of a buddy and an old pal throughout this entire experience. I can't really drop it right now. When are we going to start talking about the Parry shield? I mean, here's the thing. I have a second run that I tried recording earlier today that I'm going to throw at the end of the episode. It is going to be... It's a pretty... It's a run. And you'll get kind of like the full episode vibes from that one. Trust me. Would have probably gone for like 40 tactics if I had decided to go a little bit harder into... I decided to go a little bit harder into the getting stats, you know, going through the castle and everything. But like, yeah. Parry shield counters giant? Oh, absolutely. I actually would definitely say that. He shoots out a lot of projectiles, and you can deal a lot of damage with those projectiles. Okay. Calm down a little bit. I accidentally hit the jump button. Boink. There's a good parry. Come on. Yep. Okay. First phase done. Punishment is a good shield. Oh, punishment is a great shield for that. I think I explicitly tried to go in with that shield when I was doing the punishment run. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's how it worked. Ah! He did the thing! The rally, when you have that low of health but that high of stats, the rally, it works. The rally functions. It's not great. It's not what you want to rely on. But in a pinch, it can really save you hide. Okay. Well, somehow we actually got a successful run despite all of my belly aching. Maybe I got to... Well, there's also a lot of stats in play here, too. I don't know. I'm like covered in flop sweat here. I have no potion charges left. I just... Basically, it's like we're just rushing to the end and seeing if I can't make some magic happen. Abusing one-shot protection? Yeah! You know, that's explicitly why I have disengagement, to abuse one-shot protection. Ah! Okay, that was close. Got a little bit of a YouTube yell there. Is that close? Good. Nope. Okay. Let's see if I can't run this thing home. It's very unlikely, especially with no potion charges, but... God, if I don't have a much better chance than this. Okay. I don't know why hiding under that thing is kind of... Yeah. I thought that would do anything, but, like, I didn't get seen, so maybe it did. I should try actually going for some parries against some of these guys to get some extra health. Kind of the only thing that I can really hope for right now, aside from a very lucky food drop. Okay. Oh. Have I gotten the spoiler outfit yet? I have not. I already know about it. It's something that has been in the game files for actually a very long time. So don't worry about, like, spoiling me on anything. Okay, I don't think that dropped off the edge anywhere. But, like, I haven't gotten it myself. I'm gonna eventually, like, just take a week off and try to like get it. Just like take a week and just do a week of unedited Dead Cells runs where I just try to take the best run I possibly can and see if I can't make the magic happen, basically. Whoa. 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 Well. All right, then. Well. Oh, the owl's going to be taking out enemies too quickly. Before I can actually get the parry and maybe potentially a little bit of health back. I don't think I'm going to survive this one. Good. Good. And... see if I can kill that librarian really quickly. Never mind. I'm actually okay. All right. The luck is turning back around, baby. You got that old Firebird luck firing up the cheat engine here. All I had to do was just adjust a couple hex values in cheat engine, and we're back on track. Shots pierce all enemies sounds like legitimately great right now, but ain't happening. Yeah, not dead inside. I knew not taking that was the right choice to be making. All I need to do is just have most of my health left. I don't need to have a huge amount of it, because I can't. You wouldn't download a watermelon? You don't know the stuff that I would download. You couldn't even fathom. Your pathetic vanilla mind could not possibly even imagine the things that I would download. It's impossible. Stop trying. Yeah, all right. Do it. Yeah, would you download it? That's the question. Is not nobler in the mind to upload a seed and what? Look, 2 times damage really is not that much different than the damage I'm already taking right now. It's not that big of a deal. Not as big of a deal as you might not think it is. Would you upload? Absolutely not. That's how they catch it. Okay. Okay, and okay. Throwing for content. Baby, everything I do it for content. Do it for you. And YouTube content. Can't even imagine sort of sick, disgusting things I would download to create content. Okay. Sharing is caring. I mean, only if we're talking about like shareware. That stuff is made to be shared. Would you download vanilla? Yes. I don't know what that means, but yes. 3 times damage, lacerating aura. It just all comes right back to the same thing that I've been using before, eh? Whoop. Slammer? All right, then. Whatever. Dead cells, man. I keep telling you, Astrolab and Jank are synonymous. They're two sides of the same coin. Can't have one without the other. No! Whoa, dude! Oh, hey, there's pyrotechnics. Speaking of stuff that I'd like to bringing it all back to 0. Yep. And a little bit of extra damage, or a little bit of extra health, I mean. Sounds great. All right. Almost 60 kills. It's too bad that doesn't actually do anything. I'm gonna see if I can't get like a parry or two. I'm gonna actually avoid taking out my owl for a little bit while I'm gonna actually take that. Screw it. The thing is, I don't actually care all that much about malaise right now. Malaise is not what's gonna kill me. God, there's so many elites around here, which I suppose is a good thing, but still. It's the sort of thing that I really want, but, you know, at the same time. Stress, man, it's getting to me. Open that up, use that alien key. Kill you for the 60 kills, there it is. We did it, boys. There wasn't actually any danger of that going in here, but still. 1 and nope. 2 times damage, baby. 2 times damage, baby. Hey. I'm so stressed out right now. This has been a holy grail run, and I don't know if I can bring it into the touchdown line. That's the word, right? The touchdown line. The end zone. Whatever. We're not there yet. We got one more trial to overcome. Why did I turn on my Aura of Laceration? I thought that was my owl. Okay. Nope, kill that librarian. Okay. Just crack literally every single part of my body, apparently, and let's go. Yeah, that was me breaking out of my my petrified shell, I guess. Let's do this again, just for fun. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Doc's final form. Yeah, I just need to break out of the egg. Break him out of my chrysalis and turn into the stuff. Just go. Let's go and let's see if I can't make this a win. I am honestly shocked that this is happening, but what can I say? It's happening, baby. Here. Actually. Yeah. Let's see what else I can get real quick here. Disengagement. This time, should I take that inside? I don't know. Crowsfoot? Yeah, let's say Crowsfoot. That's always a pretty good option. And tactical retreat. Let's make this real interesting. Those 3 fragments hurt me inside. Apparently, you can get it to be like a perfect multiple of 4 by the end there, but it requires like RNG manipulation or something. Frankly, I don't know how to do it. Let's just watch me die immediately. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Come on. Stop that. Okay. Take him down. All right. Place 2 drink. That one cut out there for a second. Nice and slow. Ah! Well, as soon as I mean the Aura of Laceration, I tried to get on that. I tried to get that on there for the extra little bit of rally, but yeah, it was a good try at least. Like, that was a legit good try. It's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to quite clinch it in the end.